Hi, I'm Tricia Morris from Club Scrap, and you are watching Club Scrap Essentials. I'm going to help walk you through things that we do all the time here at Club Scrap. One of the things that we create every single month is a stencil, and we have a lot of different stenciling techniques, and I want to show you one of my favorites today. This is like a watercolor technique with stencils. It's very easy to do. It's just a matter of getting the right amount of water. To begin, you'll need some paper. I usually use any color that's a light shade, from yellow to gray and anywhere in between. Just make sure it's a light shade. I have an assorted supply right here from previous Club Scrap kits. And then I have a stencil. Now we design all different types of stencils. This one happens to be from the Adobe collection, so it makes a wonderful mosaic style background. What I love about this technique is that it's fast and effective. You'll also need a bottle of water in a spray bottle, kind of a misting bottle, and then you'll need some watercolor crayons. There are many types available, but these are inexpensive and they work beautifully as well. And so we're going to start out by just misting our stencil lightly. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for just a thin, moist layer, not pools of water. That's going to be way too much water. And as we go here, I'll try to give you some tips about what to watch for. Then I took the crayon out of the container, and it has a pointed tip and it has just a round base. That's the side I like to use because it's has more surface area, and so the color goes on a little faster. Now, watch as I'm working here. What I'm doing is coloring the stencil. I'm not coloring the openings, I'm coloring the stencil itself. And that's the key to this fun technique. Now, also, I've protected my work surface with a non-stick craft sheet, and you can use anything at home. If you don't really care about your work surface, or if you work on a table all the time, doesn't matter to you if you get colors on it, just work on your tabletop. Otherwise, protect your work surface with something that will resist the water that you can go back and wipe up later. Now, I'm using a variety of colors here. You can use just one color if you prefer. And again, I'm using the heel of the crayon, which makes it nice and easy. And once this entire stencil area has been colored in, we're ready for the next step. Okay, here I have my whole stencil colored, but you'll notice too, if things get a little pasty with your watercolor crayons as you're working, all you need to go do is mist again, and that will reactivate all that color and allow it to spread more easily. And again, if the color is pooling on your stencil and you've gone ahead and started coloring it in and you're not happy with that, just allow the passage of time to evaporate the water, and you should still be able to be successful with this project. The key is getting the right amount of water, and the best way to figure that out is just to do it and be willing to fail a time or two until you finally get the hang of this. Now, leaving the colored stencil on my work surface, I'll take a piece of Club Scrap paper, face down on top of the colored stencil, and I'll just burnish it with my fingertips. If you really want, you could just grab a bone folder. That way you're sure to make contact on all points. And then you lift. Wow. Okay, I am extremely happy with the results I have here. This is a really, really cool background that I can use for a card. And sometimes you might even have enough color still remaining on your stencil that you can remist, reactivate. You can almost see the color come back to life, whatever is remaining on there. And I can go back, burnish once again, and maybe get a more subtle background. The other tip here is to never judge your project until it's dry, because it will change slightly. Oh, I think I like this one even better than my first, but that is beautiful. So let it dry, and then we'll trim it out and we can create a card. Now, before we finish our card, I just want to show you how easy the cleanup process can be if you're using a non-stick craft sheet. And you can also use a Teflon baking sheet available at many kitchen stores as well, like Linens and Things and Bed Bath & Beyond. They have those oven baking sheets that work great. So, stencil is clean, and I have prepared some card panels here. But before I assemble my card, I have a stamp. And this is attached to an acrylic block with Club Scrap's Mount It. And I'll take some onyx ink here and just thoroughly ink my quote. And I've pre-trimmed my beautiful panel And I will stamp this right onto the panel. Firm downward pressure. And then I did a little tester on the back to make sure it would work. Then I'll nest this onto all the other panels that I've prepared for my card, and you see how beautiful the finished result can be. Really hope you'll give this Club Scrap Essential a try. We'll see you next time.